as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rolling to his right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Throwing Jones. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Patriots. Andy Janovich, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They run for it with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice pump and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. A handoff running left, Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They snap it to Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a first down carry for Harris. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Then we start looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Darnell Mooney there to make the grab. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. What's good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Play action. It's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Newton to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt.
5 there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon in charge.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Finding Harris over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll get 3 up to midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Mixon. Room here to run. 20. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jones, off play action.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Completes it to Aguilar. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third down, Mixon. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be fourth down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
First and goal, Miami.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason.
YBN want a thing up.